Yizzo. What's going on, everybody, man? It's another episode of the Showdown Podcast with me, King DV Sports, and I'm my co-host in the building.
What's up, everybody? Hey, it's your boy JC from JC Sports Talk, and you already know what it is. It's Wednesday, tomorrow, official start of the NFL season, and our Bears play in 4 days. I can't wait to get into this.
Yeah, man, I can't wait either, man. There's a lot of stuff going on in the last couple of days before week one. But we might as well just get into it, man. First thing first, there was a lot of ringing around the whole Sanders and Kelsey coming back. I just want to know your idea and your thoughts on what this means for the Eagles.
Look, I'm a little conflicted with the Kelsey returning back. I know his streak. He want to keep his streak alive. I understand, but this is also a game where I feel like that if he would miss any game, would be this one. The first game of the season against the Detroit Lions. His backup is more than capable of making sure that the ship don't go down, sinking and stuff like that. So I really feel like I'm just hoping that he's 100% healthy. 100% healthy and not trying to chase his record. If anything, if he comes in, snap the ball at least one play and go back out just like he did last season, look, I'm okay with that too. But I just want to make sure his elbow, because over time, I know it was only a little cleanup, but I don't know if it might. Look, I'm just hoping that he is healthy enough to really want to play. So as far as Sanders play, this is his second full practice. So he's ready to go. How much work he's going to get, I don't know. I think it's really going to depend on how well he's running the ball to start off with. If Nick Sirianni is going, if Shane Steichen is going to keep giving him the ball and not, change him out back and forth. But hey, Miles Sanders is healthy. This whole team is healthy. Hey, week one, you can't expect anything better than a healthy squad going into sold out Detroit. Hey, let's get it.
That's a shame though, man, because they actually sold out, and it's so crazy how we bring the crowd 1, 2. They all coming along to see their team lose. That's what they looking to do. And
see, I think though, them being sold out, it's the Eagles. It's the Philadelphia Eagles fans that sold that stadium out. It's not the Detroit Lions because they had nothing to play for. They had nothing to see. But it's the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm telling you right now, I guarantee that stadium is going to be bleeding green.
Yes. And on top of that, my thoughts. Let's just get my thoughts real quick.
Yeah.
Miles Sanders being back, man. The fan in me is basically saying like, "Yo, you missed last game, last year. You missed that game last year. You got to come out here and eat, bro. You got to come out here and show people you're Miles Sanders, bro. Like I seen a highlight reel of him in the last couple years, and I'm like, yo, we know what he's capable of, man. Like 12 games last year, 740 something yards, 5.5 yards per carry. Like you gotta be that plus, from which he was talking in the offseason, number one. Number two, it's just good to see him back because, everybody's a little skeptical. I've seen on the radio station that they were basically saying, yeah, Miles Sanders is practicing. So they was excited about that today.
Yeah.
Also, what I did like Kelsey, getting on Kelsey, yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly about the whole injury thing. Hopefully that he's fully healthy, but his leadership is needed. And Jason Kelsey had me about to run through a wall looking at his press conference today, man, because he was like, yo, he said everything that I was thinking. I'm like, yo, you cannot listen to the national media narrative about us going to the Super Bowl, our Super Bowl favorites. You can't listen to the national media saying that we NFC favorites. You can't listen to any of that. You got to go out there and prove everybody that what y'all can do. And y'all got to take it a week at a time because you got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's the only way that you're going to be successful in this NFL league. And I think that's just needed. Him being out on the field, I think that will boost up our offensive line. And I know that we got Cam Jurgens as his backup, but at the same time, Kelsey has to be there. He has to.
Well, if Kelsey has to be there against the Detroit Lions, then we got bigger problems. Like, we really have bigger problems. Like, I understand, but I just want him healthy. Like, as soon as I saw that, that tweet come out, man, I tweeted back. I'm like, look, hey, it's glad you're back, big guy, but we need you. This is a 17-game season. This ain't no 1-game season. You know what I mean? So I'd rather have him miss at least this game or just come in for a few reps. I don't know how hard that will be. Going back and forth with him and Jurgens, switching out at center. But I'm just hoping that he's fully healthy. He's not chasing this record. And I think that Kelsey is smart enough to know, hey, I can't go. You know what I mean? Or, hey, coach, hey, just let me go out there and snap and take me out just like he did last year. So, but the whole Miles Sanders situation, I would not want to give Miles Sanders 15 or 20 touches. He missed the whole preseason, like literally, like he hasn't played, a meaningful game or anything, in the whole preseason. So why are you going to try to bring him out there, and try to ride him when you have a Gainwell, a Boston Scott, a Travis, what's his name? That dude that you talked about before we jumped on. Well, you have several backs where you could actually, keep, rotating them in and out. But Miles Sanders, to me, I want him to at least have between 5 to 12 touches, mix it around with the rest of the guys.
Yeah, because you already know that it's going to be running back by committee because he's coming off of that injury. Number one, I as a fan, like I said, I want him to go off, but reality sets in, and it's like you got to sit up there and do running back by committee. I don't know where Boston Scott and Gainwell comes in set and how many touches they get, but I think when Gainwell is in the game, it's going to be more passing plays. Honestly, I think Boston Scott going to get the touches. Gainwell's going to get some touches on carrying the ball too, but at the same time, Miles Sanders got to be that RB1, and we gotta sit up.
It's going to be like a 12-7-5, 12 with Miles, 7 with Gainwell, and 5 with Boston Scott. You know what I mean? Because they keep saying that Miles Sanders is the guy, right? So you already know they wanted to establish him as the leading back. So you know what I mean? So 12, 7, and 5. So what I give you, 24, right? 24 touches, like running plays. Why not?
Right. And I think that
I
don't know where they're gonna
Hey, thank you very much, Joseph. Appreciate you, my guy.
But yeah, I think that Miles Sanders may get a little bit more touches than 12, only because it depends on how they go into this game. If they're going to go in testing that defensive line of the Lions, or are they just going to sit up there and worry about his health and make sure that he's good for the long haul?
Well, that's a question. I mean, I know we're going to talk about the game plan later on, but I mean, how much do you want the Eagles to run the ball? 30 times, 35 times? Like, if we run it 30 to 35 times, then I agree with you. Then Miles Sanders will be at least 15. But I don't see Miles Sanders getting 20-something carries. He rarely ever get that, especially coming off a hamstring injury. So I think it's going to be a running back by committee. If we are running the ball 30 times, Miles Sanders will at least get 15, and then the rest will be split between Gainwell and Boston Scott. But also, Jalen Hurts, he's going to run the ball also. So I mean, there's a lot of factors, besides just a running back because of Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, and I feel you on that because Jalen Hurts, this is one of the games where as though that he's trying to get his rhythm, especially in the regular season. Right. And I think that that's more of the dual threat thing that we always discuss here. He's going to be able to know when stuff shuts down, he has to take off. Or if wide receivers are not open, he has to take off. He has to make something happen or live to see another down, but not force anything. That's what we don't want to do, man. But we'll get on that. But with Kelsey being back, man, like I said, with those guys, they look to him. They look to him to lead, and he's a captain on this squad for a reason. So I think that what he said in press conference, he said that he feel better. He feels like his elbow wasn't ever injured, basically. That's just paraphrasing, but at the same time, it's just like what do you do? What do you do? You can't sit him out. You got to start him.
Yeah, I'm not saying sit him out at all. I'm just saying I want Kelsey to make sure that he's like. I mean, he said this is the best he felt in since a couple years ago. Okay, look, I get it. So we'll see. I mean, it was just a cleanup. I mean, it wasn't open heart surgery. So hey, look, he cleaned his elbow up. He's ready to roll. Let him roll because I feel like Kelsey is smart enough to know, hey, coach, I can't go put somebody else in. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, and he's basically just stated that he wants to cherish every snap. That's what he wants to do, and by all means, like we don't know if this is going to be his last year. We don't know what's going to happen after this year, but this year, man, we do need him. And if he does need to sit a game out or two, man, we already know we got Cam Jurgens back there to
Ready to roll.
fill the void. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to get on another subject right now. Howie regrets choosing Rager over Jefferson. I'm gonna just touch on this real quick, man. First, give me your thoughts on this statement.
About goddamn time. I mean, this is like 3 years too late in my opinion. But they say better late than never. So like you would not come out and say, hey, I regret choosing this guy while he's still on the team. So I get why Howie, took so long to admit to his mistakes, but he fixed it. You know what I mean? He was man enough to admit to it. Actions speak louder than the words. He didn't even say it. He showed you, I'm sorry, I made a mistake, got rid of JJ, he got rid of Rager and brought in Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, Zach Prescott. So he admitted before he even said anything. And then you already knew, man. Howie, would the real Howie please stand up? Like, I don't know who this Howie is. This offseason has been like Christmas. Every day I'm waking up, it's some kind of new pieces that the Philadelphia Eagles are adding on, pieces that we actually needed. We've been begging for, and he kept on adding and adding and adding. I was like, stop. No, he kept on adding and adding. So I love this Howie moving forward. He even talked about, hey, I'm not going to pick guys anymore about fit. He even said that. He said, I'm going to pick. There's nothing wrong with picking the best player available. Whoa, God, where have you been the past 20 years? That's all we've been telling you. Stop trying to outthink these scouts that get paid, to go look at these guys since freaking ninth grade year, freshman year, and all this stuff. And all of a sudden, you're going to come out and overrule them? Thank you for finally waking up and saying, but better late than never. Howie, you're my guy. Best GM of the year.
So what I got to say about it is basically Howie is right to say this because it puts the fan base at ease. But at the same time, man, we moved past it, man. You got rid of Rager for a reason. And I really think that you made up for the acquisitions that you made throughout the last couple years. You have, Devontae Smith, you got AJ Brown, you got Zach Pascal, Quez Watkins, he was a pup and we groomed him up. Now he's the third. And, it's rumors stating that, he's going to be a kick returner, but, we don't know what they're going to do on special teams until the day comes, honestly. But we made the right choice to get rid of Rager because he was not the man here that we thought he was going to be, or at least that Howie thought that he was going to be, and I understand why the draft pick happened, but at the same time, man, I just want to say this. He don't really hold weight to Rager. he doesn't hold weight to record to the point where it's really not his fault. It's
Mm-hmm.
just what fit at the moment. I don't think
What
that.
fit at the moment?
Yeah,
Wait,
no. Listen, hear me out. Because yeah, Justin Jefferson is a beast, man. Don't get me wrong, he's a beast. But the
I gotta
way
hear
that
this.
Reagor was in TCU, and I know it's just TCU because you said it before. He's what we needed at the time, and he did not give that to the Eagles in his years here.
So you saying that means that we had wide receiver. What wide receiver we had when we got Rager? But D-Jack was on his last leg. As a matter of fact, we
He was
brought
on
him
his
back
last
that
week, yeah,
same year. And
yes,
that's it. So how, like, okay,
yeah.
I
We didn't have no.
disagree
We
with
had what
that.
Travis
Like,
Fulgham.
so, like I said, I mean, we didn't have no wide receiver
We
when he
didn't.
made that bonehead move and and drafting Rager. We didn't have no wide receiver.
Right.
Yes, DJ coming back was a good story. He went out that first game and balled out. Remember, and then that was the only game that I ever saw Deshaun Jackson play again. You know what I mean? Because he was hurt the next 2 years. So we
Right.
needed a wide receiver. But like I said, man, he apologized for it. He showed it before he told us. So I'm ready to move on with our guys that we have now: AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and on and on and on. Even we about to talk about him. The guy on the practice squad that we just picked up. So even like he's constantly trying to improve this team, trying to make this team as the best team he could possibly make them. So he apologized. That's it.
Yeah, and I think that it was much needed, but like you just said, we just need to move on, move forward, and focus on who we have in the locker room now, not just dwell on what just happened. We got rid of your mistake basically, and that's okay because
Yeah.
that's going to be a storyline for week 2. We can get on that next week, but at the same time, he just stirred up something. I believe if Reagor see playing time on week 2, I don't know. I
I
don't know.
don't get look, I don't okay. Like the only way I would ever say, golly, I regret that we got rid of Rager. Yes, I want him to stay on the team. Remember, I was like, hey, just give him another chance, blah, blah, blah. But the only way I could look back and say, why you trade Rager because he's gone now, is if he become a Pro Bowl wide receiver. That's it. That's it. I mean, he can have a Nelson Aguilar season, but he's having a Nelson Aguilar season. We have Devontae Smith having a T.O.'s season. You know what I mean? We have A.J. Brown having a Jerry Rice season. So I'm okay. But if he goes to the Pro Bowl multiple times, I don't know. I might have to come for Howie a little bit 10 years later. But go ahead. Man. That's good.
All right, man. Next subject, man. I do want to touch on the Eagles roster moves that actually happened. Was recently, basically. We did get Aiden Tate. We did
Yeah.
get not Aiden Tate, Auden Tate. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Your last
Auden
night,
Tate,
my
and
sleep.
everybody was basically like hype about it. I had content creators basically do videos about it. I think he used to play for the Falcons, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he played for the Falcons and a little bit for the Bengals. I mean, he's been in the league for a few years, but never stuck around on any other team. But he's a big body guy. Hey, what's up, BG Ryan? But he's 6'5", 6'5", 230. Don't grow on trees. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, this dude. If you look at his highlights, like I know their highlights. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside got highlights. You know what I mean? I get it. I know his highlights, but this dude is legit. Like, but what was it that kept on him not being on the team? Maybe injury. I don't know. But 6'5", 230. He's making some nasty catches at the Falcons training camp on game day with the Bengals. So I mean, that's a good pickup. But is he going to be a wide receiver, a tight end? Because we know Tyree Jackson, he's on the pup list. And now we got Grant Calcaterra, you know what I mean? He's on and off with injuries. So who knows? And how long is he going to be elevated to the 53-man roster, if at all. But we never know. But the one thing about the Eagles, Travis Fulgham was on the practice squad. Boston Scott was on the practice squad. So they are good in seeing talent on the practice squad and elevate them when time needed.
Yeah. And I think that it was a good pickup. But, on the radio, they were talking about, like, if they have to take someone off the practice squad, wide receiver wise, would you prefer Deion Kane or Tate?
But see, also, like, they don't even need to take people off the practice squad, because on Sundays now you could add, you could bring up 3 guys. So you could kind of rotate these guys and see, okay, based on this week in practice, he's been balling out. So on this Sunday, if you're set at your line, your linebackers, your DBs, you could probably bring him up and see, put in a few plays in for him, and see what he could do. But you don't even need to literally say, get off the practice squad, hey, put you on the practice squad for 50-man roster. You could just bring him up on game day. I mean, they practice with him all week, but it's not like, man, he's not on the team. He's on the team. I mean, he's just on the practice squad team, that they practice against each other throughout the week.
I think they were really referring to, like, if, God forbid, knock on wood, if it was any injuries or anything like that, who would you want up?
Kane.
Like, I don't think. Yeah, I would think Kane would be the guy, because he has that chemistry and he knows the playbook already. So from a standpoint, because 9 times out of 10 he doesn't know how to play with Jalen Hurts fully, because he wasn't really taking most of those reps yet. You know what I'm saying? But I do like the pickup with Trey Sermon, man. Trey Sermon, they was talking about him being a bruiser back, just like Jordan Howard was. They was talking about him possibly being in a rotation. They got 4 running backs now. So what you think about 4 running backs being on an active roster?
Look, unless he's on the active roster for special teams, I don't get the whole 4 running back thing. On 3, I get it. You know what I mean? Hey, you got your passing catching back out the backfield, your goal line back, and your horseback, from the 20 to the 20, which is Miles Sanders. But having a 4th guy in there, it complicates things unless you bring him up. And then one of those 4 guys I just mentioned is special team, returning kicks and stuff like that. But I don't want 4 guys in the backfield. We got enough running backs on this team. You know what I mean? So I'm conflicted. But if they know how to use them, we win. Kudos to them. But that's a lot of running backs, though.
Also on the roster move, man, we finally got rid of Sennett. We finally got rid of him. I did not want him on his team.
Oh shoot. I gotta go return his jersey now. God damn.
We finally got rid of him, man. I understand that he had a good arm and all that, but he did not make the right decisions on the field. And I'm just happy that we finally got rid of him. Hopefully he does not wind up in the Eagles jersey in the near future.
But that says a lot, though, because Ian Book literally just came on the team and automatically is on the 53-man roster, not even going through the training camp or anything.
Right.
And you let your 3rd-string quarterback, the guy that knows the playbook, played in the preseason, go. I'm like, wait, what's going on here? Like I'm really scratching my head, because you could have bring other people back. Like, you could bring Davion Taylor back on the practice squad. Like, you could bring other guys back, that wanted to be on this team. Like, that could have been on special teams. You're not going to put a quarterback on special teams. So, you know what I mean? Davion Taylor was good on special teams. Like, you'll just bring him back. But no, you brought Sennett back, and then now he's gone, all this crap. I'm confusing, but it is what it is.
So Joseph, man, like Nick Sirianni basically was saying whoever's playing on Sunday will practice today. So Miles Sanders did practice today, so he will be suiting up on Sunday. So that's a good thing, man. But I already know it's going to be running back by committee, and I don't think that we're trying to ease him back into the swing of things, because we don't want him to take the bulk or majority of the reps to the point where he gets hurt again. You know what I'm saying? So we really want to watch Sanders closely, because as respected, he is the RB1, And then we
Absolutely.
want him for the long haul. We don't want him to get injured in the first week. You know what I'm saying? So he is going to suit up.
Yes, sir.
But
I got you.
yeah, the roster moves was he said he got you D jersey.
I think he said that he got a Dean jersey.
Oh, he got a where?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, maybe. So I don't know, but all right.
But yeah, I'm all for the roster moves that was made, man. Howie didn't let me down this offseason yet. So, you know, I'm all for it. Whatever moves he think is good, man, I'm like, yeah, kudos for that. Whatever. But another damn dent in our on our team is Andre Dillard.
Yeah.
What impact does he have with this injury being out 4 to 6 weeks?
0. Next question.
Like,
I don't expect Mariota to miss any games, all right? Because Andre Dillard is like a paperweight. You know what I mean? like that thing that you put on your desk. Oops. Oh, shoot, my knee hit the desk. Hey, like that dead weight that you have on your desk and you waiting for it to be used for something. Oh, my God. What? You cussing at me? Man, let me grab this paperweight and throw it at you or break a window or something. But Andre Dillard, to me, he was a luxury to have at that left tackle spot, right? Perfect. Left tackle spot, a backup. But Mariota, and look, the thing is with Dillard, he's not versatile. He can't play no other position besides that left tackle. And Mariota, to me, is it. So 0 impact, speedy recovery, and I see you in 4 to 6 weeks. What's up, Richard?
I'm looking at it differently, man. Like I really just want the depth there, man. I need that there with the left tackle, man. And I think that just because we couldn't trade him, that he would have been a good backup for this 4 to 6 weeks. You know, because we do run into the Vikings, we run into the Commanders, we run into.
But he's not going to play.
I know. I'm saying before he got. I'm talking about before he got hurt.
He still won't play unless Mariota go down.
But that's what I'm saying. Just to have that security there, I'd rather that than him being hurt.
Yes, I hear you. I don't want no Eagle players hurt.
Right. So I understand, Joseph, you agree with JC that, 0 impact. I already know he's not going to be an impactful player because he's not a starter, but at the same time, I would just like the depth. That's all. That's just me.
So for your peace of mind, you want him there. Yes, I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For my peace of mind, I wish I had $100,000, in my savings account, but I don't. You know what I mean? Things happen. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Let's move on. Like Andre Dillard, look, like this is not the Cowboys starting. A matter of fact, hey, right on time, Cold Cowboys just tuned in. This is not the Cowboys starting offensive line. We have depth. We have depth that's been there for years. And that's the thing about the Philadelphia Eagles, right? All of it. From the left guard, the right guard, the right tackle, left tackle, even the center. We have depth that other teams don't. That's a luxury. Even, if something happened to Mariota, I think we still will be okay because we had somebody else that played left tackle before. So I'm telling you right now, this team is built, in the trenches on both sides, and both sides have depth. So that's why I'm not really concerned about the Dillard. I wish him a speedy recovery and come back healthy, and jump on this train. Let's roll with it. But it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. I really think that. I don't know. It's just my anxiety, I guess.
And trust me, Jenks has anxiety I'm telling you right now, he's taking anxiety pills before the game, even Sunday. Before kickoff, oh my God, I can't do it. My high blood pressure. I'm like, Jenks, calm down, man. The game didn't even start yet. You know what I mean? But that's just us being passionate, about our team. That's all it is.
Yeah, and yeah, Cole, don't come on here with the hate.
Let him go off. No. Let Rager go off, right? Because the Philadelphia Eagles are betting on Rager to have a decent season. Because that 5th round pick could go up to the 4th round pick. So I want him to go off. Help me, help you. Help me, help you, Rager. You know what I mean? I would cheer for you the whole season. Look, it seems like every year we have to root for another player on the another team because our draft picks are tied. Like tied to them, like the Dolphins. Please do bad. The whole team, you know what I mean? Because we had a first round pick, you know what I mean? The Colts, Carson Wentz. We had a tracker every day. Oh, 10%, 20%. Oh, we almost there. One more game. Yes, we threw a party with Carson Wentz. Gave us that first round pick. It seems like every year is another player we have to depend on for us to get a nice. Easy draft pick.
Yeah, those trades and everything like that comes to make us better, honestly. So yeah, I'm with you. I didn't even think about that, honestly. I really did. I really did.
Rager.
Let's move on from this, man, because honestly, I think that you don't really have any worries about the left tackle at all. But let's move on, man. So Jonathan Gannon basically did come out and said that they trying to boost up CJ to play week 1 because he needs to learn the playbook and everything like that. If he doesn't play week 1, we're stuck with Kayvon Wallace starting. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I think that CD Deuce, right? CD Deuce.
Yeah,
he will play. He will play on Sunday. Like, if I'm the ops and I'm listening on Jonathan Gannon, and I'm like, oh my God, we got a game plan for a safety, a hard-hitting, nagging safety back there, a pass basically, a Patrick Beverly, you know what I mean, to go. So now we don't have to worry about that. So of course you're gonna not tip your hat, you know what I mean, and say, hey, CJ's playing. Our punt return is going to be Colby from the practice squad. Why? You had the upper hand. This is week 1. You have the upper hand. And matter of fact, Cole, I disagree. Nakobe Dean. We got Nakobe Dean, so it is what it is. 3rd round, so I don't care what you say. But anyway, so we have the upper hand right now. All right. We don't know who's going to be our punt return. We don't know who's going to be our safety. Like, we don't even know who's going to be our linebackers. The Eagles, this is the worst thing for the Lions to game plan against because you don't know, because we had such a great offseason, great pieces that we haven't seen who's going to do what. Like, Kaiser White might start instead of TJ. I mean, it's just crazy. So this is a perfect week. But after this week, there's no more surprises. Maybe at the linebacker, maybe at the scheme, but as far as who's the starters and who's not, it is what it is.
So I'm gonna answer Cole's question real quick, man. How he actually came out and said that he's not a drafter. He knows how to move money around. He knows how to do those things. So that he's gonna stay in that pocket. He understands that he don't know how to draft. Period. So to answer your question, we already established that he already knows that. So let's move on from that. But to answer the question in hand, Gardner not starting, man. I really would have liked him to start week 1, but at the same time, I understand that you just got him, and he only had one. This is only his 2nd practice today, so he has to learn the playbook. He needs to know Jonathan Gannon's schemes. He needs to learn all that before he can start, especially at safety. He didn't really play that much safety with the Saints, so he has to come in knowing what his assignment is. He needs to know all those things before he can get out on the field and play. Because
real quick,
yeah, go.
A zone is a zone. A cover 2 is a cover 2. A cover 3, man. I mean, these are stuff that other team run. So you saying that he gotta learn the whole playbook? No, he just gotta learn a handful of plays. You're practicing. You are game playing for the Detroit Lions. A handful of plays, he could come in and make an impact. So he doesn't have to learn the whole playbook, you know what I mean? But he just got to learn enough to be able to step out on the field and play. And I think he's going to play. It's all mine.
Yeah, that's why I'm leaning towards that too, that he's going to play, because Jonathan Gannon actually came out in the press conference and said that, we got guys that play football all their lives. So basically,
Yeah.
they're gonna know how to
Exactly.
do what we need
Tackle.
them to do,
Yes.
but we want them to execute it. That's
Yeah.
basically where he's at with it. So
Agree.
I think he's going to play. I
Oh
think we're
yeah.
going to see glimpse of it or whatever like that. I don't think that Kayvon Wallace probably won't even see the field. I'm hoping not, because preseason didn't really show me much from Kayvon, honestly, honestly. And I'm with Key. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. But to answer key question, man, yeah, we need Jameis to stink it up, man, too.
Yeah.
Because if he stinks it up, that pick
He gets
is
better.
going to be amazing, man. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think that he plays. I don't think that we have really anything to worry about. I think that it's more so, does Kayvon see the field at this point?
I think Kayvon, look, he will see the field. I mean, I really think um, when you trot out your starting defense, Wallace will be there and Epps will be there. You know what I mean? Those are your two safeties. And I really think that CJ, or CD Deuce, he will, be rotating with Kayvon Wallace. But I think that Kayvon will see the field. I mean, we need him to see the field, though. You know what I mean? Like I'm tired of drafting guys and not, let them see the field. You know what I mean? So you won't never know. See that. That's the exact same thing I say about a lot of injuries, right? Man, a lot of injuries happen because this guy don't know if he's going in, and then he go in cold, and then try to go up 100%, and then boom, pull something. Like, use these guys, keep using them, so they know that they got to be ready. They got to stay ready. I mean, you are important to this team. Hey, we're gonna get you in this game. Just be ready instead of last minute. Go in there. And then I'm like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? So that's how things happen. But I do want Kayvon to see the field, because when we drafted him, we thought he was a mini B-dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like the way he
right.
was talking, hard-hitting guy, But from Clemson, right?
Yeah.
Right, from Clemson? Yeah, hard-hitting guy. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we want to see what he could turn out to be.
Right. And I'm just pissed. I'm pissed because they compared him to B-Dog.
But I think he's somewhere in there. I mean, I think he's related somewhere that the bloodline. I mean, I really think something. That's the reason why people were saying that. So somewhere in there, but I'm not really sure. But that's what I think that rumor came from. But B. Lewis was like, Wallace saying starting, what you smoking? I ain't smoking anything, because I'm telling you right now, just like King just said, Gardner, CJ do not know the whole playbook yet. And Wallace is going into his third year in that system, second year under JG, but he's going into the same system. How long, though? How long will he be in there? I don't know. That's a different story. And look, go ahead.
You got it.
I was just about to say, hey, shout out to everybody that's watching, man. Please make sure you hit that like button on both channels. The links are in the chat. Just help us out, man. You know, this is Showdown Podcast. And then we got some morning special coming, pregame shows coming. So every Sunday, every game day, we're going to be doing some pregame shows. So please make sure you are locked in, tune in, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button for your boys, and let's keep it rolling.
Man, I cannot wait for the Sunday pre-games, man, because I'm going to be hyped. Because, you know, the build-up, you're anxious. You're anxious. But then when you get to that Sunday, it's like, yo, it's about to happen. The game is now. So now we got to run down what we like to see, what we looking for, the injury reports. Everything comes into fruition. And then we watching the game. I don't know if you're going to be doing live streams on your channel, but I know on my channel.
Absolutely.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
I'll be live every primetime game. I'll be live tomorrow night for the kickoff for the new season, Rams versus Bills. I'll be live for the Eagles on Sunday night, Cowboys and Bucks. I'm be live every primetime game. So it is what it is.
And shout out to Nightings, man. He reached out to me on Twitter, man. Yeah, we got some things cooking up, whatever like that. So shout out to him. He's showing us love right now. He always showing us love. that's a thing too. But yeah, we have a lot of interchangeable guys on this team, and that's something that I hope Jonathan Gannon work with on the defense, especially on the defensive end. We have a lot of interchangeable guys on the defensive end, and we got to put them out there in right situations that's going to make them successful at the end of the day. So I'm not really concerned with CD Deuce not playing. If he plays, that's kudos. But I think if he was to play, this probably be the game to play because it's against Jared Goff. Jared Goff is not a slouch of a thrower, but it's something that the Rams didn't see that, something that he did that was like, yo, we can't win with him. So he does make mistakes. So CD Deuce need to get his feet wet with the Birds this game. Mm-hmm. But he will be sharing it with Kayvon Wallace. So I agree with you. I think that will be a thing. Speaking of that, what should we watch for this game against the Lions?
Everything. I want to see everything. All right, my first thing is I want to see the defensive scheme that the Jonathan Gannon is going to run with this talent of a defense. I mean, last year we heard the excuses. We didn't have the players. We couldn't be aggressive X, Y, and Z. I want to see the scheme because I've been dying to see this linebacker core. Is arguably the best linebacker core we had. Yes, I know we had Jeremiah Trotter and all these other linebackers. Yo, I'm getting a brain for because I'm trying to go all the way back to when we actually had some linebackers. So I want to see how aggressive this defense is going to be. Last year, Jonathan Gannon was a front runner. When we played below average quarterback or average quarterbacks, he blitzed the hell. We got to the quarterback. You know what I mean? Right. Last year, we sacked him 6 times last year, but we also was playing desperate. We was playing desperate, coming off a loss to the Raiders. We had to win this game against the Detroit Lions. So I definitely want to see this defense. I want to see this offense, all right? I know A.J. Brown is here. A.J. Brown is here. It's like we got 4 brand new wide receivers, with A.J. Brown being here. So is Shane Steichen going to go away from what worked last year against this team? This is when we started running the ball. Yeah. Against the Detroit Lions last year, we started running the ball down everybody's throat, and then we never let off the pedal. So is he going to start with that, or is he going to try to get Jalen Hurts off his comfort zone and start throw? You know what I mean? What is our offense going to look like? I do want to see our special teams, because to me, the weakness of this team is special teams. We don't know who's the returner. I don't want Quaz returning kicks. I want Covey returning kicks. Put him returning kicks. We've seen it at the open practice. He's good at getting some extra yards, and he's not a starting wide receiver. You do not want to put your starting wide receiver in jeopardy. So I want to see who's our special team. So those are the 3 things, but there's a lot more, but those are the 3 things right there that I would.
Okay, so you gave 3, I'll give 3. But to answer Joseph's questions, man, the links are pinned in the chat for you. Just feel free to just click the link and subscribe to the channel. But to answer the question in hand before we get to the rest of the comments, I want to see us, because they like to swarm the ball. That's what they do. They're young. They're athletic. They get to where they need to get to. I want to see first and foremost the offensive line against that pass rush. And Hutchinson, this is his first game as a Lion, regular season game actually. You got that. Then you got I want to see how it plays out because, we got to go against DJ Shark. We got to go against St. Brown. You know what I'm saying? So we got to go against those guys. So I know they play Slay is going to be on St. Brown, and the bigger receiver is always going to be with James Bradbury. So we already know that in hand. I know they got a tight end, but I'm not too worried about him because I think Avonte Maddox can, live up to the assignment. Also, I do want to know if we're going to go with the same game plan, the game plan of running the ball, just to test it out or whatever like that. We both agree that we don't want to start out the second half. We want to come out and punch them in the mouth early. That's what we're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I want that to be okay. Are we going to keep it balanced? Are we going to run the ball more, or how are we going to do this? Also, I know their secondary is young. I know that everybody has questions about Hurts throwing the ball and things like that, but we do have playmakers on our team in the receiving core of AJ Brown, Quez Watkins, and Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert. So I want to see how that plays out, honestly, against they cornerbacks and they safeties.
Go ahead.
But that's just my three.
Yo, look. I also want to see how Aiden Hutchinson. Look, that first round pick ain't no slouch. From Michigan, I'm a Big Ten guy, so I had a lot of time to watch Penn State, Michigan, Ohio State, these big boys play. So look, Mariota is going to have his hand full. I'm not sleeping on the Detroit defensive line at all because they got Jalen Hurts out of pocket last year. We saw this before. They upgraded, all right? Their defensive end is the number 1 draft pick for a reason. He is that good. So I definitely want to see that matchup, Mariota versus Hutchinson. Who's going to get the better of each other? Because his quickness ain't no joke. So that's what I'm saying. I want to see Jalen Hurts be Jalen Hurts. Stay within your comfort zone. Do not. Yes, I know you got AJ Brown. Yes, I know. But guess what? We love you because you helped us last year become the number 1 rushing team because you escaped the pocket when you saw it collapse and you ran. I like that. Continue doing that because first game of the season, both teams don't know what each other is going to run at all. Like I know the name is Detroit Lions versus the Philadelphia Eagles, the big, bad, almighty Super Bowl favorites. But guess what? The game is played on paper, on the field, not on paper. And the Detroit Lions, hard knock, got them boys fired up. Do not underestimate this Detroit Lions team. So the defensive line is going to go after Jalen Hurts. Deuce Staley has something to prove from last year, getting spanked 44-6. Don't forget about that. So I'm telling you right now, this game is not going to be as easy as it is on paper. But I got a feeling if we get on them early, then the turnover is going to start happening. The sacks going to start happening. And that's how this game might get out of hand. But we need to go after them from the jump. Just like Kelsey said, hey, you got to go out there. Don't underestimate no team. Go out there and beat and punch every freaking team in the mouth. And that's what we need to do on Sunday, regardless the name that we're playing against.
Right. And I want to answer Joseph's question real quick before I get into
they sacks. I say
so,
7.
So what's crazy, if you remember, bro, man, the last time we was on another channel and together and everything. And I said that we was going to get 10 sacks and everybody laughed. And listen, hear me out. Because I rewinded it and you rewind is more to find. That's all I'm going to say. You said, you said we had 6 sacks last year. And then you said, why with this roster, this defensive roster that people that we added, why can't we get 3 more? So that's 9, right?
I don't know what I was smoking or drinking that night, but we're not getting 8 sacks. We're not.
You don't think
we're not getting 9 sacks? No. I really feel like last year, the reason why we got 6 sacks, we were playing desperate. Our backs was against the wall. We were 2-5. You know what I mean? Like we were 2-5. We needed a spark, and these boys went out and played like their life depended on it. So I feel like And plus, this is not the same Lions team from last year. I mean, they upgraded in talent, a new DB, you know what I mean, new wide receivers, even though that rookie, he's not playing, by the way, Jamison Williams, he's not playing the first 4 weeks, but Aiden Hutchinson ain't no slouch. So they have upgraded in key positions. So that's why that Friday night, maybe y'all just having fun or something, but we're not getting 8 or 9 sacks on this team because I don't think that our defense is going to be out there long enough, because I think that our offense is going to extend drives, you know what I mean, long play drives. You know, we saw in the preseason with some backups, you know, run past 7-minute drive, 10-minute drives. So now your defense is resting. So 3 and outs, guess what? You may not get not 1 sack in a 3 and out. And now your offense is back on the field. So I'm going to put some respect on this line. I'm not afraid of the Lions, but I'm going to put some respect on their name, because every team from the Jets, the Lions, they all got better this offseason with their draft picks. And this is a new season. And last year, remember, the Eagles were one of the only teams that blew them out. They played the Rams tough, the Vikings tough. The Ravens, it took a NFL record, 64-yard field goal by Justin Tucker, last minute, no time on the clock, to beat the Lions. They beat the Cardinals. They beat another team that they started to get hot at the right time, but it was like 18 games too late. You know what I mean? That's all it was. Way too late. But 6 sacks is max. But I see us getting at least between 4 to 5 sacks.
4 to 5 sacks. Okay.
Yeah. So and that's a good game, though, right?
No, I understand. Yeah, it is. Yeah, but so you're saying if it's 4 to 5 sacks, how many takeaways though?
Like I probably see 1 tip interception, 1 tip interception, because Goff might gonna be hurt, and you know he probably just gonna just throw it wild. He's gonna get tipped, and then either Epps might get it, you know, his first interception, or somebody, or our linebackers that we have. But I don't see any fumbles though, because they do have a good tight end, a top 7 tight end. You know what I mean? That dude ain't no slouch either. Like Amon St. Brown, he's not no slouch. He started, coming in hot last year. Did they pick up another wide receiver with DJ Chalk, right?
Yeah.
Or no?
They got Chalk.
So their offensive core, you know, their receiver core upgraded a lot from last year. So first game though, if it was like week 3, week 4, we've been busting heads, you know, beating people up. I'm like, oh man, 8 sacks easy, because we already seen it. We've seen what we did to some people. So why not? They're the Detroit Lions. But it's the first game, you know. Calm down, everybody. 4 or 5 sacks. Do not call for JG to be fired.
and that's how he will get fired too, if we don't holding him accountable to raise the bar, and he don't hit that. I think that we're going to be
oh shoot, wait, I'll take the bet we would get 8 sacks. What's the bet? What is the bet, Joseph?
That's between you and JC, brother.
What's the bet, Joseph? Hey, I'm a gambling man.
Hey, everybody that's watching now, it's a reason why I'll be hesitant to bet JC. I'm just letting y'all know that now. So, Joseph, that's between you and JC.
Hey, do not threaten me with a good time, Joseph. Like, yo, I'm a gambling man. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm on FanDuel every Sunday. Look, I'm on DraftKings. I don't care what it is. You know what I mean?
So, I just think that.
Yeah, see.
That's the things to watch out for.
Yeah, I agree, Mr. 86. I agree.
Swift is good at yards after catch, and we can't blow assignments. That's one thing we gotta remain focused in that hostile crowd, because they're sold out. But I know it's partially because of us. We're traveling.
Absolutely.
We're traveling more this year, even more this year. So already know. But we got to get into the final scores of this game. What is your final score? Even though we touched on it, before, but what is your final score and why?
Look, with all that I just said, I mean, look, the defense guys show me, how the pressure they're gonna get on golf. The offense have to, Hurts have to be Jalen Hurts and not try to do anything special. Um, our linebacker core give me a lot of love, a lot of hope that we have one of the best linebacker core in the NFL. So I see this score being 30, like I keep saying it, 37-14, because I feel like last year the Lions, I got her echo, because last year the Lions put up 6 points. Kudos to them. But I really feel like whoever, like, if the Eagles get the ball first, they're going to go on a long play drive. First game of the season. Nobody expect to be out there that long. That right there, Eagles go down and score. The Lions come back. They might get a field goal. Eagles go another. That's where the game going to get out of hand, 37-14.
Okay, well, I just want to call that out real quick. He said you call it. You call the bet. He wanted you to call the bet.
Hey, if you on Twitter, man, hey, I hit you up on Twitter. All right. So follow me on Twitter, jceaglestalk20. Hit me up on Twitter, man, and we'll make the bet there. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to put all my business, my bets out there. You know what I mean? Then people, will be afraid to bet me if I actually start winning these bets. You know what I mean? So I want them to be curious. Who won the bet between JC and Joseph? So 35-13. I love the score. I said 37-14. So what's Eagles 28-17? All right. Shoot, I'll take a 9-point win. It's first game of the season. I'll take a 9-point win all day. So King, what is your score?
Like I said before, man, I still got it 35-21. The only reason why I got it 21 is because they're going to score. Listen, they're going to score in garbage time. So basically, we both correct, but I think that we're going to put up enough points, whereas though they're going to just score in garbage time. We're going to have their fans leaving the arena, things like that. 2-minute warning. We're just going to, down the ball 3 times, and then that's just going to be game. I don't think that it's going to be a blowout. I don't really think it's going to be a 44-6. We can get that out of our head now as Eagles fans. But I think it's going to be a tough match, and I think that we're just the better team, and we got to go in there and win convincingly. And that's the way to do it, to be 35-14 with a couple minutes left, and then the Lions actually score.
But let me ask you a question, though. If the Lions put up 21 points, I understand that there's garbage time, right? Boom, I get it. But if you are the Philadelphia Eagles, you expect to be a top 5 defense. All right, a top 5 offense. You know what I mean? Like one of the best teams. Your backup should be good enough to not let them put up 21 points. So if you are putting up 21 points, to me, I'm like, okay, I'm not comfortable with my backups in the game. So I would be scared if the Lions put up 21. 14 points, I get it, because I think a top 5 defense is not allowing no more than 17 to 20 points per game. Per game now, 17 to 20 per game, a top 5 defense. That means that you are getting the sacks, the interception, the turnovers, the fumbles, the hurry up pressure. So I don't want them to put up 21 points. They put up 6 points last year. All right. So I don't want them to go in this game and put up 21 points on our top 5 defense. No.
Nobody wants that. I'm just trying to be realistic about what could happen. Now, if they hold them to 14, 13 points, hey, I'm all for that too. That's just my prediction. I'm just trying to be realistic about it, because I know that Jonathan Gannon likes to put his foot off the gas, especially if the game is out of reach. So who's to say that, that doesn't happen? Now, Mr. 86, man, I seen that you flipped it and said 35-21 Lions. That don't even make sense, brother. That don't. That don't make
sense. Is he a Lions fan, though? Because I'm going back to the last year. The Lions had 3 O-line out. injured. A Lions 35. So he must be a Lions fan.
That's
Must
sad.
be.
That's really sad. That's
No,
really sad.
I mean, look, I
He ain't
mean,
have he ain't have much to cheer about. You know,
but
he
hey,
ain't have
this
much
is
to.
their year. Yo, they
Okay,
are America's team. This is
no,
their
they not.
year.
Because
This
of
is
Hard Knocks.
Hey, this is their year, man. This is hey. Look, they're gonna get a good lesson from the Eagles, and then they're gonna go out and win at least 2, 3 in a row. You know what I mean? This is their year. All right.
Okay.
Hard Knocks have a way of making teams feel good about themselves. Like last year, the Cowboys, they lost the first game. Close game, was on Hard Knocks, you know, all this goody two-shoe stuff, and they had a close game with the Bucks. And then they went on and won 6 in a row. So maybe same thing might happen to the Lions. You know, go out, have a good, hard-fought game against the Eagles, and then they lost, and then they go out and win 2, 3 in a row. Who knows? You know what I mean? But every year, this is one team in the basement. Worst to first. Why not the Lions? Just not week 1, but why not after that?
Right.
I will be cheering for the Lions after week 1 because I love an underdog story. The Vikings, I don't want to see the Vikings win. I definitely don't want to see the Packers. The Bears, get out of here. You know what I mean? So I am interested to see, can the Lions, look, I'm a big Barry Sanders fan. If he never retired early because the Lions was sorry that bad, was that trash of a team, offensive line was bad, his rushing record, he would have been the number 1 and never been touched because that's how good Barry Sanders was. If he had the Dallas Cowboys offensive line, Barry Sanders would set the rushing record so far out of reach, like it wouldn't even be funny. But the Lions is a sleeper team. Who knows? But we'll see though.
Okay. But I think the Lions will give us a good competition. But at the end of the day, the Eagles become the winners of this football game. I think that Jonathan Gannon will get the kudos just for this week, but is always next week. So I really think that will be the case here, man. We are over an hour. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Please
let's do that little thing you had, man. The pick'ems, man.
I am going to do it. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's subscribing and liking it and commenting. And
My bad. Go ahead. Do your
thing. Man. Let me do my host thing. You know, everybody, man, the links are in the comments, man, in the descriptions too, man. Make sure you subscribe to my bro channel and subscribe to my channel.
$3.99. Free.
That's what I'm saying.
It costs you nothing.
What? Okay.
I agree with yeah, absolutely.
I agree, man.
Yeah, I mean, Barry Sanders, man, one of the best running backs I've seen played in my lifetime. You know what I mean? Yes, I know, or James Brown, OJ Juice, you know what I mean? But Barry Sanders, to me, man, watching him play on Thanksgiving, God, I feel bad for him. I'm like, come on. Like, I'm going to do maybe one of these weeks. What are your top 3 players that you wish that never called it quit early? My number 1, Barry Sanders. Gotta be Barry Sanders. I'm so curious, like, what could have been? You know, Calvin Johnson. Isn't that the Detroit play? You know what I mean? Detroit players are quitting because their team just can't win. Like, you know what I mean? And what could have been? You know, no, Terrell Davis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? TD, number 30. You know what I mean? So what could have been? You know what I mean? So those guys right here, I literally watched play. I'm like, man, retired too early. And they say James Brown. Wait, did I get that wrong? I think that was the Cleveland Brown. Wait. Did I?
Hold up. Now you got me messed up. Wait a minute.
No, I'm confused. But go ahead. And I think about my mistake if I am wrong or something. Did you say
But last
Jim
but not
Brown?
least, man, I wanted to do this, man,
Oh,
because
Jim Brown. My bad.
Jim Brown.
Okay, all right. Yeah, Jim Brown. Okay. You're always there, B. Lewis. Come on, brother.
Wasn't off.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
You know, and my accent, you know what I mean? My accent is harsh. You know what I mean? You have a thick accent sometimes, you know. And when I'm wrong, I use it as an excuse. You know, that's okay. But go ahead.
Man, let me see. Oh, it's Jim Brown. Okay. He basically put that up there.
Yeah,
but
Jim
last
Brown.
but not least, man, I wanted to do this, man, starting out the first week, man. And this is the first week that we're doing this on a Showdown. I can't believe it's episode 9 already.
Yeah.
But let's get into it, man. It's our pick 'em, man. We're gonna pick the winners of each game in week 1. We already agreed that the Eagles is going to beat the Lions, so we ain't even gotta go there. We don't, right? So we got that. But Thursday night, tomorrow night, it's a good game coming on with these Rams and these Bills. Who do you got?
I actually have the Bills winning this game, a close game, but I really think it's going to be a back and forth. But I think the Bills have learned their lesson from going back and forth with the Chiefs last year, a heartbreaking loss. So I think the Bills going to win this game, and I want to say probably 31-28. It's all right. I used it. Go ahead.
I ain't even got scores. That's funny.
But
right. I ain't even got scores, man. But I do got the Bills winning this game. I know majority of like Vegas and majority of the nation got the Bills winning this game. It's going to be close though. It's going to be close, man. It's the start of the NFL season, so it's going to be a close game, man. But I do got the Bills winning this.
Okay.
Let's take it down to the Saints versus the Falcons.
The Saints versus Falcons is like the two teams that you don't even care who wins. But I'm going to go ahead for fantasy purposes. I do have Kamara on my fantasy and Chris Olave, on my fantasy. So I really think the Saints is going to win this game. And don't be surprised if it's a blowout. Like if it's a blowout, I see the Saints winning this game at least 31 to like 14.
See, we were talking about the Lions, and like they were on Hard Knocks, so people was watching them, and then they got to go out there and prove it, just like the head coach said. But I'm not sleeping on the Falcons. Because they really ain't got nothing to lose with Mariota at quarterback and things like that. But I am going with the Saints as well. With that being said, because I just can't trust the Falcons. I really can't.
Yeah,
I really can't trust the Falcons.
I trust the Saints defense more than I do the Falcons.
Right.
And the Saints defense, you know what I mean? Hey, they got a tough-nosed defense still. You know what I mean? Yeah, the offense is kind of okay, who we got on offense, but the defense is legit. So, hey, the Saints.
Yo, I do got the
Who Falcons. That nation? Who that?
I do got the Falcons though.
Wait, you got the Falcons or the Saints?
I'm sorry, I got the Saints. The Saints.
Okay.
I just read Joseph's comment. He said he got Atlanta.
Okay.
But I got the Saints. The Browns versus the Panthers. That's going to be a game to watch.
See, this is I think that the Browns their front seven is so it's going to cause a lot of problems for the Panthers. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I got the Browns winning this game because Baker Mayfield said what he said like last weekend, but then he tried to walk it back, but it's too late to walk it back. It's too late. It's over with. You said it. I got the Browns winning this game 24-17.
24-17. Even with Christian McCaffrey being healthy?
Yeah, because look, they're going to try to stop C-Mac. You know what I mean? You have to try to stop him because he's the guy. But I really feel like that he's going to get his touches. But then in the goal line, he's going to make an impact. I mean, 24-17 is a one touchdown game. Look, it might come down to a tie game and then a turnover on either side, and then boom, the Browns go down and get a touchdown. And the Panthers trying to go back down and not happen. So 24-17. I mean, hey, that's a good score. That's a good score now.
Now I agree. I think that the Browns is going to win, but I just hope Baker doesn't have a bad game. I really do.
F Baker. I don't give a damn about Baker. He could go sit because his Heisman trolling behind down somewhere.
But Sam Darnold is injured, and I know that they were ready to trade him once they got Baker, but I just hope he doesn't become a bench quarterback, even though I believe that he is a bench quarterback. Baker Mayfield.
Darnold or Baker?
Baker.
A bench?
No, I'm saying like if he's playing bad, they're going to bench him.
Oh, I mean, yeah. Well, this is the thing. He sells tickets. The Panthers, if you're the Panthers, right, you're not going to be good. So Baker sells tickets. So regardless how bad you are going to be, he's going to be the starting quarterback. They're not going to bench Baker Mayfield. He's just a household name. All these commercials in Cleveland, but he's in, a Carolina now. But they probably will never bench Baker because he could sell tickets more than Sam Darnold.
This is probably going to be an easy pick. The 49ers versus the Bears.
It's not as easy as you think. The 49ers, to me, I see this game 21-10. Trey Lance coming out party, I guess. You could say that, but it's the first game of the season. You know what I mean? And it's a divisional game, by the way, right? The Bears, no, it's not a divisional game. No, that was the last one. But no, I still say, a 21-10, a Trey Lance, he get his first win in the new year. So 21-10.
Okay. I got the 49ers. I think the 49ers is going to just control the whole game from start to finish. I don't think that the Bears going to have a chance because that defense, even though Kittle might not play because he just got injured.
I got him on my fantasy.
He just got injured. Damn, I shouldn't have said nothing. Because we played each other.
Well, I'm on 10 fantasy leagues though. I mean, so
you are. You the gambling man. But yeah, I got 49ers winning this game easily. I think they just gonna control it from start to finish. But yeah, Kittle did get hurt on Monday, so they don't know for a fact that if he's gonna be in or not. He did, aggravated something. So,
oh man, come on.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you, take your time, switch out your players and stuff like that.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You good?
All right.
Questionable. Oh man.
Yeah. Steelers versus the Bengals.
Steelers versus the Bengals. Wow, that's gonna be a good game. Huh?
I was trying to see where it was at, but it's not going to show me.
So I have the bank. Regardless where it's at, I have the Bengals. They had the better team. They upgraded their offensive line this offseason. They still got Jamar Chase, Joe Nixon, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. They still got this team that went to Super Bowl. I'm ready for y'all pissed me off with Sunday night picks. All right, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, Cole. We coming for your ass. We coming for you. But no, I really think that the Bengals is a better team. They come. I'm just hoping that they don't have that Super Bowl hangover after a loss because it's not looking good for teams that lose to Super Bowl. The following season is like the house is burning down, but this team is so young. A lot of these teams that go to the Super Bowl are older teams, veteran-led team, whatever, and it takes a lot out of them. But this one right here, this team is young. Joe Burrow, Chase, T. Higgins, mixed improved offensive line. Bengals is winning this game. But it's going to be close. It is a divisional game, though. So Bengals winning this game 24-17.
24-17. I got the Bengals winning as well. I think they come off of that Super Bowl loss with a
Man,
chip on their
Joseph
shoulder.
just disagree with every pick I have. God, wait.
Yeah, because he waiting for you to inbox him with that bet. But I do got the Bengals as well. I think they come out with a chip on their shoulder, and it's a rivalry
Yes,
game. So I think
it
that they
is.
come out. I can't give a score because I just
It's
don't know. It's any given Sunday, but
It is any given Sunday. It is. I mean,
but the
it's
Bengals will
hard to
win.
give scores though, man.
Yeah,
Like it's hard to give scores because the ball could bounce, man, either direction. Now, boom, your score get blown out the water. I mean, a lot of people don't give scores because they don't want to be embarrassed. You know what I mean? And like you
right.
said, it is what it is man, at this point. I want the Bengals to win so we can catch them. Nah, man, y'all
Y'all not gonna
trash.
catch them
But
napping, bro. Like, come
anyways.
on, bro.
Man, you ain't got nobody to stop the three-headed wide receivers that they have over there
No.
or the running back. But we'll get to your sorry bond Cowboys later.
So it's the Colts versus the Texans.
Oh my god, this game is so trash. It's like,
I'm going with Frank Wright. That's all I'm saying. I'm going with Frank Wright.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's
The
like,
Colts is going to win that game convincingly.
but the thing is, don't be surprised if the Texans are a little bit better than last year with Davis Mills and Brendan Brooks and
Mhm.
you know what I mean. Yo, these guys was in a lot of games last year, a lot of shootouts. So don't be surprised if they come out and say, "Hey, we have nothing to lose." The Colts are division favorites right now. It might be an upset. You know what? Bump it. I'm going with the upset. I'm going with the Texans over the Colts week 1. Matt Ryan did not look good in preseason. He looked slow. I understand that Frank Reich is there, but Matt Ryan, to me, he looked slow. And look, he got Pittman to throw to. I understand. JT. So I'm going with the upset because the young guns with the Houston Texans are going to come out and it's going to be a shootout 31-28 Texans.
31-28. Yeah, I'm going with the Colts, man. I think the Colts is going to pull it out. I think it's going to be a field goal. Just like you said, I think it's going to be a field goal, but it's going to be the other way around.
Right.
That's where I'm going with it, man, because I think I trust Matt Ryan and those guys more. But Patriots versus the Dolphins.
Patriots versus that's another one of those matchups. Patriots versus Dolphins. I love the Dolphins team. I love what they went out and did this off season with the Tyreek Hill signing, with the Cedric Wilson. They got that running back from the running back from the Cardinals, Chris Redmond on there. Yeah. So I mean, hey, this team has improved a lot. The Patriots, to me, I think they lose this first game. Look, I think the Dolphins get a leg up on them. A close game though, like 20-17. But yeah, I think the Dolphins win this game.
I'm picking the Dolphins because I think the Dolphins' offense is just too quick. I think that Bill Belichick is going to have his hands full with that, and I think that it's going to also be a close game. But I do have the Dolphins winning it convincingly because that quarterback is iffy, and I'm just not sold on him yet. And I really think that they're going to be scoring too quick.
But Matt Jones,
yeah, he's
wow.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins is going to win it convincingly.
Hey, Joseph is with me. Dolphins. All right. 33-21. I said what? 2017. Okay. All right. So let's go.
Hold on. I want to answer this question. It said, what Jalen Hurts needs to do is stop listening to white media and just play his game, which is a mix of run and throw, quarterback rollout using his mobility, then take a slide to protect himself after the run. I think that he answered that question all season, basically saying that he's not listening to anybody. The media, the people, the reporters, I should say, are asking him these questions, and he's forced to answer them. I don't think that he's listening to the media or anything like that,
Yeah.
because our veterans and our coaches is not allowing him to actually sway that way. And then AJ Brown also is not allowing him to sway that way, and vice versa. Because AJ Brown be getting ahead of himself sometimes, and I've seen a couple of times that Jalen Hurts actually, stopped him. So I don't think Jalen Hurts is listening to the media at all. But he's gonna play his game. He's gonna play his game, and a lot of people are not gonna like it because they're gonna be wanting him to throw the ball, throw it to AJ Brown. I hear that from other Eagles content creators, things like that. But no, we can't just force feed that person. Just like we force feeded Devontae Smith all last season, it was predictable. It was very predictable. We got weapons now that we can spread the ball out, and we can't forget that Jalen Hurts can scramble. Jalen Hurts can
Yeah.
sit up there and go on a tear, whereas though he's getting a 100-yard game. So he's not one of those slouches of a running quarterback. But his question is always going to be throwing, just like Cole's Cowboys said all the time. Who's throwing the ball to these guys and things like that. Jalen Hurts is throwing the ball to these guys, and
Yeah.
I believe in him, and I know that he's going to get better within the season, period. But it starts with this first week, man. And we'll see y'all on my birthday. We'll see y'all Monday Night Football, week 6. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. But let's get to the next game. Ravens versus the Jets.
Blowout next. Man, I expect this game, especially with Joe Flacco starting. He's not mobile at all. I see this game being out of hand early, often. That's why I picked up the Ravens defense that was on the waiver wire. If you're watching right now, you love fantasy, go pick up the Ravens defense against the Jets. So I just picked them up, and the league that you and Cole Cowboys are in, I picked the Ravens defense that will be starting against. Who do I play this week? You? Yeah, I think I play you. So I did go and pick up the Ravens defense. So screw y'all. So, this game right here shouldn't even be close, especially with Joe Flacco, the Statue of Liberty. He's gonna be back there. So I see this game being a 35 to 13 game. We're sweeping Dodge. So he is. All right. So you are an Eagles fan.
Yeah.
So
I'll send you a copy. No.
Ravens 41-10. All right. Because I said 35-10. So you said 40. Okay, yeah, absolutely.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I also got the Ravens too, man. I'm not sleeping on the Ravens, man, because the quarterback is looking for a contract extension. He's playing for that. So
Lamar Jackson, yes, sir.
I think that he's going to show off and show out, and why he deserving of it. So this is going to be. It's sad that it's got to be the Jets, but Joe Flacco is going to throw like 3 touchdowns. Not three touchdowns. I'm sorry, not 3 touchdowns.
3 picks.
3 picks.
All right.
So I think he's going to throw like 3 picks, and then they ain't going to know what to do, man, because Zach Wilson is hurt. All right, Jaguars versus the Commanders.
I actually had the Jaguars winning this game. I don't believe in the Commanders, especially with Chase Young being out. I understand, but happy feet back there. We know what we're talking about with Carson Wentz. If the first read is not open, he start playing happy feet, and that's when things happen. I watched him in preseason. I'm not convinced that this team, and now their number 1 running back got shot in the leg. You know what I mean? A speedy recovery to Robinson. He got shot in the leg. So now you got, I forgot his name. And that guy on one of my fantasy teams. But yeah, I got the other running back starting. But at the end of the day, I feel like the Jags is a much improved team with Doug Peterson, with Christian Kirk, with Trevor Lawrence, with Trevor Etienne. I mean, this team. So I got the Jags winning this game. It's going to be close once again. This is week 1. So I don't know what these teams are going to do, but I got the Jags winning at least 24-21.
I got the Jags winning this game just because I'm rocking with Doug Peterson until he come to the link. Until he come to the link because he gave our boys a Super Bowl, man. I'm gonna just keep talking about it because Dallas fans hate when we talk about that. But I'm gonna go with the Jags on this one, man. I just don't want to see the Commanders do anything, honestly, because I hate that name, Commanders. That's why I call them toy soldiers.
We
But
are Commanders. Dun, dun,
but,
dun, 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 dun. Oh my
but
god.
yeah, I don't like it. It grinds my gears. But anyway, I really think that Jaguars pulled this one out in a close game. Because like you said, it's week one. Washington defense is no slouch. Even though Chase Young is not playing, but still, it's no slouch. So yeah, I get it one to the Jaguars. You got the Giants versus the Titans.
Man,
Giants
I ain't never going. The Titans gonna spank that ass. Good luck, spank that ass. So the Titans, I expect to run down the Giants' throat, and I don't think that Thibodeau will be playing. But I just don't trust Danny Dimes. Like, I don't even know how he got that nickname. Like, he don't throw no dimes. All he does is Denny fumbles. That's all he does is fumble. He's leading the league since he's been in the league and turnovers as far as fumbles and stuff like that. So I have the Titans winning, even though their wide receiver core is shaky, with AJ Brown not being there. So the Titans is winning this game 24-13.
I got the Titans also, just because I don't want the Giants. I would never root for the Giants as long as
unless they play the Cowboys.
I would never do that. I would never do that. I would sit up there and I would never root for the Giants. I would never
unless they play the Cowboys.
Yeah. Because you want them to beat the Cowboys.
Yeah,
the only team you want them
Cowboys.
To beat. Yeah. But as long as Daniel Jones is at quarterback, the dude that sat up there and ran and then tripped on air, I don't even know how that happened. He tripped on air.
And thank God it happened too, because we needed that one miracle to happen, and him and Evan Ingram fumble right through his hand. But thank you, Danny Dimes. Danny fumbles, them knee triplets.
But I do got the Titans winning, man. Even though that that's AJ Brown's ex team, I do got the Titans winning. I think that Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry is going to just smash them. I don't think it's going to be an easy game, but I think it's going to be a convincing game.
Yeah, I just think that Derrick Henry, the Giants might sell out to stop the run, and we're just going to allow easy passes to the tight end and the wide receivers. Remember, they did go out and get Robert Woods, so they do have a wide receiver there. So and then they got a Drake London there. Mm-hmm. So they still got some decent talent, but is it enough to scare real contenders from going after and selling out to stop the run? I don't know. So
no, because the Titan fan base, and I did look at some of the content creators for the Titans, and they're just banking on Derrick Henry being Adrian Peterson when he was on the Vikings, when he was just carrying them. No. They banking on that right now. They're not really thinking about Woods and all those guys. They're thinking about Derrick Henry.
Okay.
Chiefs versus the Cardinals.
I mean, that's going to be I really think that the Cardinals is going to look bad. They're going to look like a bad team from the NFC, because I watched the Chiefs preseason, and they look good. Like, Tyreek Hill, to me, at this point, was more of, hey, throw it to Hill, instead of just spread it around. You know what I mean? So they did get that dude from the Green Bay Packers, Valdez MVS. So they did get him. They did get this dude from the draft. The speedy guy. Man, I forgot his name again. I know exactly what you're talking about. They still have Travis Kelce there. So a good enough defense. So I see the Chiefs winning this game, actually 30-23. A late run by the Cardinals, but 30-23, Chiefs winning.
I got the Chiefs winning too. I don't think the Cardinals got any that much firepower, man. I know that our guy Zach Ertz is over there, but I think that It's just not enough. It's just not enough, man. I don't even know if they play in Arrowhead or not. I don't know if that makes a difference, but
And
Kansas
Hopkins
City,
not being there.
Hopkins, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I know because I drafted him just because I want him on my bench, just so when But um, yeah, I got the Chiefs winning too, convincingly. I got them convincingly, man. I don't think Patrick Mahomes is going to make too many mistakes. The defense might, but they got Juju. They got other guys that they picked up. So yeah, I got the Chiefs winning this convincingly. But this is a good game, and I want your honest opinion. The
Okay.
next game, and
Yeah.
Cole, don't worry about it. We're getting to your Cowboys, man. It's not that many games left. The Raiders versus the Chargers.
Oh, the Chargers all day. I mean, I feel like the
Woo!
Chargers is the better team. They have the better talent, both
All
offense
right, then
and
what's going on,
defense.
Grand Dodger?
So I do see the Chargers being one of the top two teams in the AFC. So yeah, so I had the Chargers winning this game, but it's not going to be an easy game. If you know anything about divisional games, especially the Raiders, Derek Carr is always going to try to keep them in the game. So I see this game being very, very, very close, like a 2-point win, somebody down by one, drive down for a last minute field goal. I got the Chargers winning this game 31-28.
Hmm. This is where we differ, man. I got Las Vegas on this one. I got
Okay.
the Raiders on this one, man. I think that they got a lot of momentum going their way to the point where the Raiders pull this out. It is going to be a shootout, Joseph. It is, but the Raiders going to pull this one out, man. They
All
they
right.
got they got a run for over there. They just picked up Adams. They Waller's over there. It's a lot of guys that and then they got a decent defense. Their defense is not crappy. So
Yeah.
um, I would like to
Especially
see the
with
Chargers win.
Jones now. They got
Yeah.
a Jones, a Russian. They still got Crosby. Man, Jones was a big signing, man. I forgot his first name. Man, edge rusher. He used to play for the Cardinals and went, but yeah, so he's a Russian now. They still have a good defense, but I just feel like the Chargers is a better team.
Grand Dizer actually sent you a comment. Basically, he wanted you to collab with a couple people.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's been a busy week. Also, it's hard for me to reach out to a lot of people because a lot of people don't reach back out. But I would love to collab with all these people. So if you're watching Grandizer, I know you are very good in reaching out to people. Hey, help a brother out, man. Hey, if you know a matchup is coming up, just reach out to me on my email or on Twitter. JC Sports Talk 20, and just let them know. I'm available.
Yeah. But yeah, I got the Raiders in that one, man. We got three more games, and then we out of
All right.
here.
Okay.
Um, Packers versus the Vikings.
You know what? Hey, this game is going to be a tricky one. Where's it at?
That I
Do you
don't know.
know?
No.
Packers versus. Wait. It says
Hold on.
Packers versus the Vikings.
Yeah, I think the Vikings
So
is
it's
going.
at Minnesota then.
Mhm.
Is at the Vikings. I think that the Green Bay Packers find a way to win this game, even though the
Ooh.
Vikings, Kirk Cousin has a 500 record against the Green Bay Packers against Aaron Rodgers, but I really feel like that Aaron Rodgers, with his newfound young wet behind the air crew, I think they found a way to win this game, like 24-23. Like, man, that's how close it's going to be.
See, my favorite quarterback in the league right now is Aaron Rodgers, and that's on the field. Off the field, he's a jerk, but on the field, man, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Um, it's a tough one for me, but I think that I'm gonna go with the Packers as well, only because Kirk Cousins. I don't trust him. I really don't. I don't trust him, and I know Aaron Jones is going to make that Vikings defense um, suspect almost a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I got the Packers one in there too. Is Cole still in here?
Yeah, nah, man, shoot, I think he's asleep. But go ahead.
That's cool. It's cool, man. Put the little one to bed. Go to bed. You got work in the morning. We about to wrap it up anyway. The Buccaneers versus the Cowboys.
But we still have a Monday night game though, by the way. But let's
I
go to
know.
the Bucks versus the Cowboys. Yo, this is a conflicted game for me. With the offensive line, with the Bucks are in shambles. They are in their, I think their second or third center. People retiring left and right, people getting hurt, but they still have Julio Jones, Mike Evans. I don't know if Godwin is going to play, but it doesn't matter because they still got Gage, Russell Gage, whatever his name is, and it still got the defense on their side. So I see the Bucks pulling this off. Last minute field goal, dressed like last year. The Bucks is pulling this off at Jerry World. There is no home field advantage, by the way. You know what I mean? Because the Cowboys have a 500 record at Jerry World, so home field advantage is no bueno. So I see the Bucks pulling this off. Very close game, though, surprisingly, again. But this time I see it 28-26.
See, this is a game that I can actually give a score. I'm going with the GOAT. I'm going with Tom Brady. I'm not being biased at all, but because I know the Cowboys got a decent team. Let's just be realistic, but at the same time, Jerry World is like a good hotel.
Yeah,
like
nice
you got the clean sheet.
Yeah,
It's 5-star. I'm comfortable. Let me get the caviar, things like that. And then it's like, oh, I forgot your team plays here too. So, I really think that Tom Brady's going to pull it out. Tom Brady's got a chip on his shoulder. There's rumors that he was iffy about coming back out of retirement. His wife didn't want him to come back, so I think that he has a lot to prove. I'm going with them 28-24.
Okay, all right.
28-24.
Because I think I said a 28-27 or a 26, whatever it is. But hey, we all got it, up with the Bucks win, man. So
yeah. Last game is going to be a fun one. Monday Night Football.
All right.
Russell Wilson Bowl.
Woo! Hey,
the Broncos versus Seattle.
Hey, Bronco Nation. Let's ride. That's what I'm talking about. Let's ride. Broncos with the blowout win. Blow their ass out.
Does it matter if they playing in Seattle?
Look, they could be playing Seattle, Denver, the moon. Look, it doesn't matter. Seattle does not have a team. The Broncos defense alone is going to create Geno Smith to turn the ball over at least a couple times. You know what I mean? That defensive line for the Broncos, that offensive line for the Broncos, I'm telling you right now, they are no joke. Last year, they were one quarterback away. Throughout the season, they kind of crumbled because, of course, the offense could not move the ball. And, of course, defense get tired. We experienced that ourselves. But Broncos is going to Seattle or coming to Denver. It doesn't matter where we're at. This game is going to be ugly to watch, especially with Russell Wilson. Man, I see this game being like 35, like 35-17 type game.
Oh, wow. So I'm going with the Broncos. This is going to be simple because I just don't like Pete Carroll. I really don't. I don't like him. He's a good coach. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't like him.
Over with.
But I got the Broncos winning this game. I don't care where it's at. I'm with you on that. Grandizer, I wanted to know: do you have any line content creators that you're going to be collabing with this week before the game?
Look, hey, Grandizer, I'm free during the day tomorrow, but I'm doing the play-by-play tomorrow night for the NFL kickoff. On Friday, I do have a line content creator coming on the show. And then, of course, on Saturday, and I just said that the lady got me on lock on Saturday. And of course, on Sunday, it's football Sunday. So the only day is tomorrow during the day, all the way up until I think kickoff, so probably like 6 p.m. So if we can make it happen, I'm free tomorrow during the day, all up 6 p.m.
But that's all we got to this week
Yes.
on this episode of
What
the
a fiery
Showdown.
show. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, I didn't even know it was going to go this deep, but it went this deep, and I'm happy for everybody that came, man. Bro, tell them where they can find you at. Your link is right here. Just tell them, let them know where they can find you at.
Yes, sir. Hey, look. Hey, first of all, thank you for everybody that's tuned in. Thank you for all the likes, all the subscriptions. Thank you. Because without y'all, this show, our channels would not work because y'all drive our content. You know what I mean? So thank you for that. This season is going to be special. I tweet all day. I'm on Facebook all day because of my job. After I put 2 to the chest, 1 to the head, you know what I mean? It's all good, you know what I mean? So I'm sitting behind the desk. It's all good. But on Twitter, JC Sports Talk 20. On Facebook, JC Sports Talk 20. And, of course, on YouTube, JC Sports Talk. And, look, just hit me up, man. Look, I'm always down to collab, to chat, to give you fancy football advice, just talk trash. But it is what it is. Look me up on all my platforms. And thank you, King DV, man. This was a great show. One of the best one yet because it is football season. Always a lot more to talk about, football season, freaking fancy football, enemies, frenemies. It is what it is, but appreciate you for hosting this on your channel tonight.
No problem, man. Look, man, we take turns on this, man, and it got to be equal partnership, man. It can't just be you. And I'm learning as I go along. Like I'm new to this here YouTube, but that's my link down there, man. You could follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at King DV Sports. All one word, man. And on top of that, man, it was just a great show, man. And I didn't think it was going to turn out like this, man. I thought that it was just going to be us boom, 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 and that's it. But, it was good. It was good. And I'm happy that everybody came out to support us and everything like that.
Why Cole keep asking the same question?
Like Cole could go ahead with his life, man. Like I can't not tonight, bro. I can't.
Hey, put up his question.
Hold on.
You're live streaming Sunday. Cole, I've been saying it the whole time. I'm live streaming the Eagles game on Sunday. And also, I'm doing the Sunday night Bucks whooping the Cowboys' ass. Also live streaming. So feel free to tune in and chat with your boy.
He's not going to win because he's going to close out the app. He's going to close out. He's not going to want to see that because he's going to be yelling at the screen. He's going to be yelling at the screen. He's not going to sleep well. I don't think he's going to sleep well. But yeah, man, just follow us on these on both of our platforms, man. It was a hell of a show, man. But just like I always say, man, go Birds.
Go Birds.
Peace.